What's up guys, I'm Rugved and I will be your Gani buddy for today. In this video, we will look at how to build a custom hook in React.js which will help us in calling API. So let's begin. So basically the aim of this video is to extract the fetch or the logic of loading screen and data fetching into a hook in a reusable hook so that we can use it everywhere rather than again and again pasting the same code throughout our code base. And yeah, so let's begin how to see how to do it. So basically, what is a custom hook? In simple terms, I will tell you that it's a React way of writing reusable logic, right? So basically, if two components are using the same thing, the same function, same logic with different parameters or with some changes, then we will just extract that logic into some other component. So similarly, we will in this video we will look at how we can use it for fetch API. So let's begin. So this is the blog. I will put this link in the description for you to follow. So what is the this is what we will fetch. This is JSON placeholder. It provides us data. You can use this URL, and there are various other URLs like post and everything. I've selected this for the ease of use. Fine. Okay. So yeah, now just think of the situation where we want to fetch data. So what we will do is for fetching data, it takes some time. So what we will do is show the loading screen, then call the API. Once we get the data from the server, we will stop the loading and render the output on the screen or whatever we want to do with it. Like if we want to render, we want to show a success message or whatever we want to, right? That's what we usually do. So to understand the benefits of custom hook, let's look at how we usually do an API call. So this is the code, right? Very basic code. I will just show you, read it out. This is the main app.js file, and this is an app component. Now here we will use this two variables like use state. So loading and data. Loading will initially be true because we will once the component is loaded on the screen, it will first call a fetch API. Like this is the code. It will fetch the data. This is the data which we want. Okay, so it will fetch the data, right? And then once we get that data, we will set the loading to false and set data which was initially null to the actual data response data which we got from the this fetch code, right? So let's go with the flow once. As I have explained, what I have written is initially use effect with an empty dependency array. So this is like component did mount. So before so this will be called initially. So fetch API will be called, right? And this is the fetch. If you know that fetch is used for this is a get request, basic get request. If you know basics of React.js or JavaScript, this is a JavaScript function. So we will hit this API, right? And once we get the response, we will convert it into JSON. This is a very standard thing to do. And once we get the JSON, we will console.log. Okay, now that we have the data, we want to show it on the screen. At least for now, don't think of screen, but at least we want to store it in some variable which we can use later. So all right, what I will do is I have got the data. I will set the loading to false and set the data to JSON. What this will do is now I will have that data, have that information in these variables, and I can use it later, right? Okay, so if loading initially when this API we had not got the response, the loading was true. So if loading is true, return loading. So that's what the screen will show in the first go. I will show you the demo. And once loading is over, loading is false, it will not stop here and reach here, and data fetch successfully. That will show data fetch successfully, and JSON.stringify is basically converting JSON into string and then rendering it on the screen, just for the because we cannot directly render JSON to the screen. That's why I have converted into string. And yeah, that's the main part. This is the usual way of doing it. Now let's see it in the demo quickly. So all I have done is this. I have created a React app using npm npx create react app and demo. So that's what I have done, and now I will just run the code first of all. Npm start. So this is the initial setup you will get, right? Then I will go to app.js. I won't change anything. There are a lot of unnecessary things here, but which comes with the setup. But I will just do this app.js. I will just replace the code, and you know where to find the code. It will be in the blog, whose link will be in the description, right? Now just let's run this code. Okay, I will just refresh it. So did you see that there was some loading shown here, and then as this API quickly returns the data, it will show data fetch successfully, and this is the same data which is represented here. This is in the proper JSON format, this is in a string format, right? So yeah, this is the usual way of doing it. So how is it now? Let's say that there is this another component where I have to do the same thing. Only difference is instead of users I have to do posts, right? So I have to write this entire logic again. Don't you think that's we are not following dry principle, don't repeat yourself? So we will unnecessarily increase the code size, and we are not using reusable code, right? So to do what we want to do is create a custom hook. How we do that is make sure that when you name this custom hook, it starts with use and anything else, XYZ or something. In our case, it will be api.js. That's what I want to name it. And yeah, so now what you may think is this is a complete different logic. No, basically what we are going to do is put this same thing in this file, except instead of returning any JSX, this is JSX, right? This is JSX, this is JSX. Instead of returning any JSX, we will return variables. What variables we will return? Let's look further. All right. So this is the custom hook. Now you may see that this is the same logic, right? Loading we had seen in the app.js file, same logic, entire same logic. Only difference in this file being this, right? Now this is the file. I will just quickly copy it out and paste it over there. Right. So now you can see that in this use API custom hook, we pass the URL. So now we can reuse it again and again. So if there is any different URL which we to which we want to send a GET request, then we can pass it over here and use it accordingly. All right. So yeah. So what is the change over here? What we need to do to reuse this? Let's see. So yeah, this is the new code. What we will do is, now we have written this code, right? Fetch API, loading data, everything is over here only. This hook is going to manage this. So we don't really need it over here. We will just cut it out. What we will do is remove all this, right? Then okay, then you may think that where this loading and data will come from. So now we will import it. This is the import. We'll just quickly copy it to save time. This is the import, and this is the API, right? This is the custom hook, and now we will call it over here. This is the custom hook import, and this is the way we use it. Why are we passing it URL over here? Just because we have passed over here also, like URL, we have made it dynamic. All right. So, and what it returns was JS, not variables, not JSX. So that's what we have done here. Okay. This will work exactly the same way the earlier code was working. Just the change is now our code size has reduced, and we have used some reusable logic. If there is some another component, let's say app.js is there, right? Now there is some home.js, welcome.js, and just another pages with another components where we want to do the same thing. We could just write this line, right? We could just write this line and we will get the same result as we were expecting in the previous code, which was a lengthy code, right? Okay, now to just make sure that I actually it refreshes automatically, but just for sake of conformity, so it's working fine, like it's working the same way, right? For For a detailed description, if you prefer a blog format, please do this, visit this link. And yeah, that's all. If you find this blog helpful, like and share it with your friends. And yeah, that's it guys. Thank you. Subscribe to our channel for more such videos, and comment down in the if you the topics which you want me to take. Thank you.